hazelnut soy latte is what we're here for. Is this a matter of principle for you?
Not just principle, but the fact I got ripped off.
Tell me about that day.
I went to go get a coffee, and the girl just didn't make it. She started talking, and I'm like, okay, when are they gonna actually make it? And then she brought out a cup, put like a dash of milk in there, and kept talking. And all of a sudden, walks away. I'm like, wait, where's she going? Comes back with a huge ladder. And I'm like, okay, well, there's no ladders required for making coffee. I'm done. Hey, I'll just take my money back. I say, you guys are busy, whatever you're doing with the ladder, I'll just take my money back. I'm gonna go somewhere else, I gotta go. She just looks back with this ugly face, gives me a dirty look. The person she was talking to steps to the side. She turns back around and just starts making the coffee. And I'm like, hey, I don't want it, so don't start making it now. She just ignores it.
So you made it clear that you wanted a refund before she started making the coffee?
Yep, and she still starts ignoring me. She didn't make it till after I said I wanted my refund. So then after she made it really quick to where he wasn't even really hot or whatever, probably, and she just set it to the side of the machine, then walked up to me and goes, okay, now you can get your refund. I didn't say anything, but I was like, all right. We walked all the way over to where the cashier was at. She pulled the whole tray out, set it down, and starts fumbling with some little papers. I'm like, what are you doing? Just give me my $5 so I can take off. And she's like, we don't give refunds. We only give gift certificates.
So she wasn't willing to offer you your money back, but a gift card.
Why would I want to I don't want any business from you guys no more. And then when I asked for the manager, she wouldn't tell me who the manager's name was. So I walked outside to try to get the cops to come so they would force her to tell me who the name was, but they said, you got to take her to court. So the cops never came. So that third day, when I was still up there, before I had to come back to San Diego, I called again, and I got one of the employees said that she was the owner. And I'm like, okay. And she said she was Devin, and she said her dad was a co-owner. So I said, you say your dad's a co-owner? Okay, have your dad call me. And then instead of the dad calling a little bit later, it's the real Devin. And when I told her, hey, why isn't your dad on the phone? Why are you calling me back? She's like, I never talked to you today, sir. I said, okay, well, the woman who told you to call me pretended she was you. And I was like, and your dad was supposed to be calling me. I said, so whoever told you to call me pretended that they were you.
All right, let me go to Ms. Stein. Ms. Stein, you're the general manager of this cafe, and your dad owns it.
Yes.
How long have you been managing this cafe?
2 years in August.
You weren't there that day?
No, it occurred on Saturday at 6 p.m., and then Sundays are my day off. So when he called the cafe on Monday, that was when I got the phone call, and I called him from my personal cell.
Tell me about that conversation.
I called him about his emailed complaint. He did tell me that someone impersonated me. I don't know who that staff was. I spoke to the staff that day. No one said, they said they just got his name and phone number. So I called him back, and I said, sir, how did you pay? He said he paid cash. I said, okay, you're gonna have to come back to the cafe, and we'll gladly give you your cash back. He said, I'm in San Diego. He started threatening that I'd have to pay gas and mileage for him. I said, sir, I'm not paying gas and mileage. I didn't know you were in San Diego, so I was trying to come up with a solution. He then...
What about mailing him his money back?
I was considering that. I've done that before, where I've had to mail a check, so I have proof of payment. But he started getting pretty irate and wanting to know what was happening with that employee.
What did he say? How did he get irate?
Like, was she gonna get written up? Was she gonna get fired? And I told him, I cannot tell you what happens between me and an employee. I can't tell you what'll happen with that. I said, but what I can tell you is we can talk about the refund. He would calm down, and then he would get upset again. And this conversation probably went on for 10 minutes. And the last time that he got really upset, I was like, sir, if you don't calm down, I'm gonna have to hang up this phone, because obviously we're not coming to a resolution. He said he was in San Diego, never once said he was in Laverne, which is bordering Claremont. They're less than 10 minutes apart. And he said So
why were you considering mailing it then?
Because he said that he was in San Diego. But then once he started getting irate with me, that's when I realized that we weren't coming to a resolution. I said, sir, if you don't calm down, I will hang up the phone. He kept going. I said, sir, I don't think this conversation's going anywhere. I'm hanging up now.